Hello, my name is Trylan Stevens, and welcome to Iris.
Hello, I am Iris, your study companion.
So, what is Iris? Iris is an AI chatbot like ChatGPT or any other thing that you're familiar with, except it has connections to your environment. It can take actions in your environment and tell you about your environment, specifically a student's environment. And this becomes really important when you need to study because there are disruptions constantly that a student faces. If the temperature gets too hot, if it gets a little noisy, maybe there's a high level of CO2 in the room, you wouldn't know. Maybe your lights are on late at night and it can tell you, hey, it's time to cut those off. So, part of Iris lives in here. This is a couple of sensors, an LED and a fan, and an Arduino, which is very important. But I think I'm going to let Iris tell you about the sensors that it uses.
I will now introduce you to the sensors I control. First is the MQ135 sensor, which measures the concentration of CO2 in the air. The second sensor is a thermistor which measures the temperature of the air. The third sensor is a photoresistor which measures the brightness of the room. Lastly, for the control outputs, the LED which can be on or off, and the fan which can be on or off.
So how exactly does Iris function? Well, it uses something called an agent architecture. What we have is a chatbot that only outputs the most likely next word in a sentence, like ChatGPT. And what we have done is we've fed environmental context to Iris, and we've given it programmatic tools to access the Arduino, which the Arduino then accesses real-world sensors, fans, motors, etc. And I'm going to throw an image up of the architecture in case you need a little bit more time to look at it, and this wasn't a clear enough explanation. So now that you know what Iris does and how it functions, I think it's time for a demo. And this will be pretty simple. It's dark in my room, so I'm gonna turn my flashlight away from the sensor. And if Iris is working correctly, it should detect that it's dark and turn on a light for me to study with.
Lighting is very dark, need better lighting. I'm taking action. Turn on LED to help you.
Okay. Now remember, it didn't just turn a light on. It thought to itself and decided that that was the best course of action given the environment data that was thrown in. So you can see how this could be expanded on.
Thank you for watching. Bye.